Sands of the Middle East to the towering skylines of global cities, a quiet legacy was built with sweat, determination, and the humble spirit of a nomad. In the stillness of a fading day, an old man slowly closed his eyes, his memories as enduring as the structures he had raised. His heart full of distant echoes from a life spent building dreams in a world of shifting sands and concrete jungles. This is the story of a seasoned overseas construction engineer who built a mighty legacy across deserts and metropolises. A story that is both deeply personal and grand in its sweep, resonating with the ideals of perseverance, teamwork, and a vision of the future. He began his journey when his homeland, South Korea, was emerging from hardship with little more than hope and determination. The call to adventure came when he left the familiar embrace of his native land, embarking on a daring quest into the unknown. In his early days, the desert winds of the Middle East roared around him, carrying the whispers of ancient secrets and the promises of new beginnings. His first project, modest yet imbued with the weight of national pride, became the first chapter in a lifelong dedication. Every grain of sand, every poured mix of concrete, and every blueprint carried his soul into the realm of possibility. He was known as the Nomad, a traveler who carried his home in his heart even as he roamed far from it. In these foreign lands, where language was a barrier and culture a challenge, the support of kindred spirits lit his way. His comrades, who shared the same hard hats and humble tents, were more than just colleagues. They were the embodiment of a brotherhood forged in adversity. Together, they worked side by side to overcome the harsh realities of desolate nights and scorching days. On a quiet evening, as the burning horizon melted into a sea of starlight, the engineer recalled his early struggles. Nights filled with longing for the warm comfort of home were common, yet each dawn brought new resolve. It was there, amidst the swirling dust and echoing engines, that he learned the true meaning of perseverance. His first project, a small yet symbolic structure built under the banner of Korea, was a seed planted in the vast desert. It was there that he laid down his youth, brick by brick, forging a connection between past memories and a promising future. The years rolled on and his resolve grew deeper. His journey took him from one challenging zone to another, from the relentless heat of the deserts to the icy precision of nuclear safety standards and the unpredictable rhythms of global projects. He witnessed the transformation of construction from a simple act of building to a complex interaction of capital, technology, and trust. In Saudi Arabia, amid the steely beams of the Burj Khalifa, he saw human limits tested and, in the determined eyes of his team, he discovered that those limits were meant to be transcended. Each project was a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to test the strength of unity and the beauty of human ingenuity. There were moments, standing under the blazing Arabian sun or beneath the vast, unlit African skies, when questions arose in his mind. Why are we here? He would ask himself as he surveyed landscapes that offered neither respite nor tradition. The answer was always simple, and yet it held infinite complexity. We are here to build sanctuaries for life. To turn impossibilities into reality with technology and faith, and to return home with our souls enriched by the struggles and victories along the way. His journey was defined by moments of quiet introspection and vivid action. The old engineer's recollections painted scenes of teamwork that transcended spoken language. In the middle of a crisis, when a sudden accident shook a site, a look from a fellow worker often spoke louder than any words, conveying solidarity and the unyielding bond of those who face danger together. These shared experiences, be they the rush before a concrete pour or the quiet moments of repair after a mishap, displayed the unsung heroism of everyday labor, a heroism that built nations, cities, and dreams. As midlife approached, the landscape of his profession began to shift. The once raw and hands-on world of construction was now interwoven with modern technology, finance, and high-level strategic operations. The nature of his battles changed, yet the spirit remained unwavering. The advent of integrated projects like the UAE nuclear power plant, valued at over $19 billion, and the futuristic NEOM megacity in Saudi Arabia, where South Korean firms played a pivotal role alongside giants like Samsung C&T and Hyundai Engineering and Construction, signified a turning point in the industry. In these moments, the engineer understood that the future of construction lay not just in the mastery of physical labor, but in a balanced union of tangible skill and digital precision. Capital, technology, data, and trust now dance together on the stage of modern engineering. Standing on the expansive grounds of a NEOM project, he spoke to a group of young, aspiring engineers. His voice, calm and resolute, resonated over the vast terrain. "We paved the way with hard work and vision," he said, the words echoing against futuristic backdrops. His gentle reminder carried the weight of years spent in the field, urging the next generation to embrace not only the challenges of building structures but also to design cities and systems that would serve humanity well. Every word was a bridge between a storied past and an uncharted future, a testament to the strength that arises through dedication and mutual support. In the quiet moments after his words, as the gentle hum of machinery blended with a soft murmur of hopeful dreams, the engineer looked inward. The memories came flooding back. The young man standing at a dusty construction site, the shared laughter in the trailers at midnight, and the silent promise each worker made to themselves with every foundation laid. His life had been a series of milestones, each one
a stepping stone carved out by courage and tempered by the fierce bonds of camaraderie.
He remembered the early days when every new project was a fresh battle against time and nature, a fight against the very elements that seemed determined to thwart progress. The whispering winds of the desert played both friend and foe, sometimes carrying away precious time, other times guiding his thoughts to innovative solutions. In those moments, he learned that the strength of a structure, much like the strength of a man, derives from both its unyielding foundation and the spirit of those who labor to build it. Each blueprint was a well-drawn map of determination, every structure a monument to the synergy of teamwork and the relentless human desire to overcome. In the small victories and the heart-wrenching setbacks, he discovered that success was never solitary. His story was intertwined with those of countless heroes, silent, steadfast companions in a world that demanded bravery and precision. The construction sites, whether in the heart of the Middle Eastern heat or under the shadow of towering skyscrapers, were sanctuaries of human resolve. Here, the language of mathematics, metallurgy, and trust wove together paths to progress that transcended national borders and cultural differences. Time cared little for the aches of a weathered body. His personal scars were etched into the very structures he helped create. The desert, with its unforgiving beauty, was witness to his most defining moments. There, he mastered not only the art of construction but also the art of life itself, learning that every setback was a lesson, every risk a step toward greatness. The engineer's life was a blueprint of passion and resilience, a living testament to the virtues of perseverance and unity. As the years passed, he gradually transitioned from the front lines of construction to a role that was both mentor and visionary. The legacy he had built stretched far beyond the boundaries of any single project. It was a tapestry of shared dreams and realized potential, woven together by the countless individuals who believed in the collective power of vision and hard work. In quiet reflection, he understood that his contribution was not merely physical. It was the intangible bond of trust and hope that had united a diverse team in pursuit of a common goal. In a room lined with aged photographs of bustling construction sites and smiling faces of hard-working colleagues, he looked upon his younger self with a mixture of pride and nostalgia. The faces in every picture told stories of grit, determination, and the unbreakable spirit of those who dared to build in the harshest of environments. His journey spanned decades, marked by both triumphs and trials, yet every setback had been a prelude to a brighter, more purposeful future. The old man's eyes opened once more, greeted by the gentle illumination of a fading afternoon. The walls around him carried the history of his labor, a collage of memories that spoke of every dawn he had greeted and every storm he had braved. In that silent moment, realization washed over him. although his feet had roamed distant lands and his hands had sculpted monumental edifices. His legacy was woven into the very fabric of every structure he had touched and every life he had inspired. He stood once again as an architect of dreams, the silent guardian of a tradition built on resilience and unity. His heart recalled the unwavering support of his comrades, whose mutual respect transformed challenges into triumphs, and whose shared struggles laid a foundation stronger than any concrete mix. In his reflection, he saw that each challenge he had faced was matched by a partner in adversity, each despair met by a smile, and every obstacle from which a lesson was drawn. His story reaches beyond the confines of a single lifetime. It is the narrative of a man who dedicated himself to building not just structures, but legacies that spoke of innovation, trust, and the indomitable human spirit. As he embraced a new era where construction was a symphony of traditional craftsmanship and futuristic technology, the engineer knew that his journey still had many chapters to be written. The modern era had beckoned with promises of grand projects and visions of interplanetary exploration. He saw that one day, as humanity set foot on other planets, the blueprint for those outposts would be drafted with the same spirit of perseverance and balanced by the lessons learned in the heat of the desert. In the twilight of his illustrious career, he entrusted the future to the rising generation of builders and dreamers. His voice, soft yet resolute, carried one clear message. We paved the way by overcoming every hardship, and now it is your turn to create a future that dares to dream beyond the horizons of today. His final words, like pillars of hope, reverberated through the corridors of memory. I wandered, yet I never stood idle. I built a legacy with every challenge faced and every dream embraced. Now, as the screen fades from intimate memories to sweeping vistas of futuristic cityscapes and boundless deserts, the spirit of construction Nomad endures. His life's work remains a beacon that inspires the unwavering dedication of every engineer and every visionary who dares to see beyond the limits of the mundane. His journey is a quiet, powerful reminder that every structure begins with a single vision and that the true strength of any creation lies in the hearts of those who build it. Join us in celebrating the legacy of South Korean construction engineers, whose unwavering dedication and teamwork have shaped the modern world. Share this story to inspire the next generation of builders and dreamers.